Yo guys, what's up? This is Night Relics. Today we are gonna talk about the potential setups for the trial of the Sekhemas. We are gonna start with the casual farming setup. Casual farming means that we want to farm some relics, we want to farm some uniques, but we want to have some honor resistance. You will understand why we say that when we talk about the second setup of this video. So, for the casual setup, I talked about this setup in my first video. Okay, we have 40% honor resistance, we have increased damage to bosses along with another 40% honor resistance. You don't have to have the maximum amount of honor resistance. You can have this based on your budget. That means that you can have one for 35% honor resistance here and 35% here based on your budget. We have 20% increased quantity of relics dropped by monsters on all of these. So we have a total of 120%. Along with the boon that we take inside the trials, we are gonna have 156%, which is really good. It drops a good amount of relics like this, and it has a high chance of dropping this while killing the last boss. We also have some movement speed here, because I like to have a little bit more of movement speed, and maximum honor and honor res. This is for casual farming. It's fairly safe to farm with this because you have 80% honor resistance. Okay, now why we say about this that this is a casual farming and it's safe, because if we want to maximize the quantity of relics dropped by monsters, we need this setup, and this setup has 0% honor resistance. When you have 20% increased quantity of relics on all of your relics, you're gonna have 0 honor resistance. 5 of on relics, 4 of seal relics, that will give us 180% max quantity of relics dropped by monsters. This, along with the boon inside Trial of Sekhemas, will take us up to 235% quantity of relics dropped by monsters, which is really good for farming these. You are gonna farm a full quad tab of relics in about like 3 or 4 runs. It's gonna give you a higher chance of dropping uniques when you kill the boss. You can drop one, you can double drop this, and you can triple drop this, but it's not a guarantee. Even if you run this 180% maximum quantity, it's not guaranteed that you will get a unique relic at the end. Okay, but it is more likely. That's why it's max quantity. The downside, like I said, this has 0 resistance, so you need to be careful when you choose this setup to run. Now, what if we want to run the unique relic that gives us the unique jewel against the darkness jewel? What I recommend to do is, again, we can use some of our casual farming in this setup. This is the ATD farm setup. Of course, we are going to need the Desperate Alliance base relic. We need to read that this deals 100% more damage. That means we need more defenses. We get more defenses. 70% increased defense with honor resistance. The temporal takes 75% less damage. He is a boss. Bosses take 28 to 30% increased damage along with honor resistance. We changed the relics that has 20% quantity like this. These have 20% increased quantity. We don't want these. We will have, because now we are not farming relics, we are farming the ATD. We want the jewel that drops at the end. Okay, So we change these. I keep this because it has a perfect 10% increased movement speed. I don't want the relics, but I am just too lazy to change it and buy another one, to be honest. So we try to get increased defenses, honor resistance. This, and this will give us 100% honor resistance. I don't know if it's capped. I think it's capped. The honor res on 90%. I don't know. I'm not sure. And we will have also increased maximum honor. You can remove the movement speed if you have enough movement speed and get another one of these: defense or honor res and maximum honor. So this is how you run, or I recommend you to run the ATD farm. This is the setup for it. You are definitely gonna need increased damage to bosses because he takes 75% less damage. You are definitely gonna need more defenses because he deals 100% more damage. So I think, in my opinion, this is the perfect setup for ATD farming. And we talked about the max 180% quantity to farm the relics, and we talked about the casual farm for relics for people who don't like to play with zero honor resistance. I think these the only three setups you are going to need. I don't know if fast runners who love to like do world records fast running Sekhemas, I don't know how they do their setups, but I assume they have a lot of movement speed. Maybe they use reduced slowing potency of debuffs on them. I really don't know. But these three setups that we covered, I use them daily to farm ATDs, to casually farm, or to maximum farm the relics, the uniques, and the normal relics. If you want a general guide for Trial of Sekhemas, we have a video for that. If you want to know why we farm normal relics along with the unique relics, we have a guide especially to tell you how much we sell these relics for, which are good to sell and which are good to pick up, which stats do you need to sell these relics for a high amount of divines. Like this one, for example, I think this one goes for 25 to 28, 30 divines because it has perfect amount of movement speed and perfect amount of quantity of relics. It is a quick guide that I wanted to cover. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helps. If you have any questions, you can ask me about them in the comments. You can join our streams later on YouTube or on Twitch, and you can ask whatever you want on the setups, on the videos, or whatever you want on the game. I hope you have a very good day. For everyone who's watching, thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if this one's helped you. Thanks a lot. Peace.